I totaled my car and almost died. This dude started texting me after, and I don't think these messages are normal to receive after you get in a car accident.
Have you guys ever met anyone who got in a car accident and then a bystander from the scene was hitting on them after? No, you haven't, neither have I.
Well, let's bring him out. Here's Eric Cartman.
Whatever. And look at that. With ease. Easier than crutches. Hey everyone, so I totaled my car and almost died.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that
So I almost totaled my car. No, I didn't almost. It's totaled.
Ow?
2 weeks ago, almost.
Aww.
This dude started texting me after, and I don't think these messages are normal to receive after you get in a car accident. I was driving home from work, and literally next thing I know, I woke up and my car was totaled. And then I was in the ambulance. I look at my phone and I receive a text from this random number, and it's like,
"Hey, this is the guy that was helping you. I called to help for you."
and I said, thank you so much, because I had no idea what the situation was. I'm in the ambulance, going to the hospital. Also, people in the ambulance ask me so many questions. I'm not really thinking, oh, like the cops gave him my number, because in the moment, okay, valid. I'm in the hospital. They're doing all their fun little checks on me. He said,
"You're welcome, beautiful."
and I was like, okay, like, of course, like, this is gonna happen. I'm almost dead. The cop literally told me whenever he was rolling me in, he was like, you're lucky you're alive. Like, your car is totaled. Whenever I first sat in the ambulance, they were like,
okay, we're just gonna run a few tests on you and then you're gonna be good to go.
and I was like, okay, this isn't as severe. Like, this is just the town being dramatic. Call the ambulance in, whatever. The cop comes over and he goes, oh no, it's totaled. And I didn't know what it looked like until the next day. But when this was all happening, I was just like, no idea what the heck is going on. The guy texts me that, and I don't respond because hospital stuff is going on, and my parents are not even here yet. Like, my parents, they were shoe shopping. And I called my mom, and I was like, I just got in a car accident. And she goes, are you serious? Like, are you dragging me around with me right now? And I was like, no, it's bad. So they finally arrived. He texted me.
"Did you text your boyfriend and tell him yet?"
And I'm like, I immediately know. Like, whenever I told my dad and the officer about it, they were like, oh yeah, well, he was trying to see if you had a boyfriend. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not stupid. Like, I know. He then said something like,
"Let's go get coffee, my treat."
and I'm like, okay, dude, like, you saw me get taken away in the ambulance. Like, this is not the time. Okay, you're going completely over the line here. What did he say? He asked, like,
What the doctor said.
like, I'll post all the messages, but
I feel so bad, like I was in the same incident, like this was me 7 years ago and
sent
stuff.
a picture of his car, and I was like,
criminal offensive side
like,
eye.
that's weird. He was like,
"I'm worried about you."
he kept texting me. This is over the span of like 30 minutes. While I'm telling my parents about it, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I looked down at my phone later, I'm like, he, like, literally is blowing up my phone. And I checked my missed calls, and he called me.
The woman was too stunned to speak.
And I was thinking, like, oh my gosh, he called me while I was in the hospital. Like, damn, like, I didn't answer. Like, should I have answered? I don't know. And then I look at the timestamp. I was unconscious when he called me. So I called my mom at 8:07. And he called me at 7:57. I was not conscious. Like, I called my mom with it, not even, I would say, 5 minutes of being conscious, because I immediately, like, woke up and was in the ambulance, and they were like, okay, who can we call for you? That was immediately the situation. So 7:57, I don't know how this man got my number. I, like, ended up talking to the cops, and like, no, we did not give him your number. Like, we're not allowed to. Like, that's not, like, how it works. Okay, well then, I don't know how he got my number. The cops even said that they arrived at 7:57. So we have no idea how this man got my number. Whenever the cop was asking him about it, he goes,
"Well, you know, man, when you see a cute girl, you know how it is."
Bruh.
whenever I am in a concrete median on the highway, unconscious, you know how it is. You know how it is, though. I don't know. I just cannot imagine driving down the highway. And then, like, if I see that happen, I'm never like, ooh, let me get her number. Whenever I get to the hospital, I honestly think, like, okay, this is just them being a little, like, dramatic, whatever. They're, like, checking me out, and they're like, bother you? I'm like, well, like, actually, yeah, like, my ankle kind of, like, hurts. Like, it doesn't hurt that bad, though. And then whenever I try to walk to the bathroom, it doesn't work. And the nurse is like, girl, like, don't even try. I was like, no, like, I'm fine. Like, trust me, like, I'm fine. She got me a wheelchair. And then I was like, oh, how? Like, again, they're being dramatic. They asked me, bother you? And I was like, oh, wait, like, like, my lower back is, like, really, like, bothering me. Oh, maybe just because I've been sitting here for this long. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to run a CT scan on your back, on your whole upper body, check for internal bleeding as well, run an x-ray on your foot because it looks puffy. And I was like, okay, cool. They run the CT scan. They put that liquid injection thing. I literally thought I was peeing my pants. Scanned my brain and told me that I'm stupid, scanned everything, and no bleeding. I don't think my back bothered me that much until later on in the night. They were like, yeah, your L1 bone and your vertebrae is compressed. Again, I don't remember any of these injuries happening. Like, there was never a moment, like, I literally woke up, so I never felt any of these happen. Did all this stuff on my foot, and I fractured one of the bones that, like, pops out. There's a big old fracture there. I pee so bad, and I think it's from the CAT scan. They put, like, that injection stuff in you, and I just need to get out. I broke my L1 vertebrae, they said, and the tip of my ankle bone. I don't know. Right. So I have to get a back brace and an air cast. We love this. Was just hung out there until 3 a.m. and I was absolutely exhausted. And my dad kept talking to everyone in the hospital, and I was just so annoyed and kept telling him to shut up. I just am mentally checked out. My dad was asking them so many questions throughout this whole thing, and I understand they were medical related, so sort of valid, but he was standing out on the hallway talking to them about the most random stuff ever. So my mom went over and I told her to shut the door because we needed just some silence. No, I'm just like, shut up. Like, no one wants to talk to you. Listen, I understand that was mean, but I was in mental and physical pain. It was almost 2 a.m. and I just wanted to go home. I survived. The car did not. This man has not reached out to me any further. He also added me on Snapchat, like, almost immediately after. And it also said by search. If it was by contact, it would say that. I would assume that's what it is, but it wasn't. So he searched my name. I live to tell the tale. Yeah. Alrighty, well, thank you for watching this week's vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Loved to just see this all happen, I guess. I don't know. I'm glad I lived, and I will see you guys next week. Hopefully. No, just kidding. I will. Peace out. I love you guys. As always, stay happy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you later. Bye.